In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish asymmetric neckline conical hemline blouse. So if this is something you like, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. So I'll start by marking my shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline and blouse length. So after marking that, the next measurement you're going to mark is your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Then you add ½ inch because this dress has a sleeve. Then come down by 1 inch and then mark your basic neckline 3 inches at that point. After marking that, you're going to connect it to the shoulder slope. Then the next step is to go ahead to find your chest line, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Then I'll draw out a straight line there. After marking that, I'll place my tape and mark the shoulder divided by 2. I'll connect this all the way up. After I'm done connecting at this point, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to divide what I have at the armhole into 2 equal parts. So I'll just go ahead to fold this tape and mark. Then I will come in by ½ inch, then place the tape, mark the bust measurement divided by 4. Place your ruler, connect from here to the upper part and then connect to your bust circumference divided by 4. Then after you're done marking, you're going to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2. I'll mark this all the way to the blouse length. And I'll extend it all the way to the blouse length just like I said. Then I'll draw out the straight line. After marking out the straight line, the next step I'll take is to connect from the midpoint of the armhole to the bust line. Now this is what I have here. For my dart intake, I'll use ½ inch here, 1.5. If you're a plus size, you'll be using 1 inch here and 1.5, or if you're a bit busty. So I'll just go ahead to mark the dart all the way down. So after marking this now, what I'll do is to go ahead to connect this all the way up to the other side and connect the dart on the other side. Now you'll be connecting from your under bust to your bust measurement, which I'll go ahead to do. I'll go ahead to connect on the other side of my pattern also. Now after connecting this, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to use my marker and arrow outline. Now I'll be marking 0.5 inches on both sides, which I'll go ahead to blend out my dart here and also blend out the dart on the other side to that ½ inch. I'll just go ahead to use my marker to outline it to make it more visible for you to see. So after doing that, what I'm going to do is to go ahead to measure this ½ inch on both sides, giving me 1 inch. I'll replace it at the armhole, then I will connect it back into the armhole of the dress. So after marking this, it's time to insert your body measurement. Mark the bust measurement divided by 4. Pick this dart intake, I will replace it. Then add ½ inch for the sewing allowance. That is if you want to join the front and the back together at once, or you use 1 inch for the sewing allowance. This pattern does not really need much sewing allowance because of the side conical or pointed effect by the side of the dress. So at this point, I'll mark the under bust measurement divided by 4. Then I will go ahead to pick the dart intake, replace it by the side and add my sewing allowance. Now at the waist, mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Pick this dart intake, replace it and add your sewing allowance. At the hip point, you're going to mark the hip measurement divided by 4. Then you will mark, then measure these 2 inches dart intake, replace, then add ½ inch for your sewing allowance or 1 inch. Then I'll add extra 1 inch. That is after marking your hip measurement divided by 4. Replace your dart intake at the side, add ½ or 1 inch for your sewing allowance depending on how you want to join the side, then add additional 1 inch to it. I'll add additional 1 inch to it because we're trying to create an extension by the side of the pattern to get that conical effect we have. So I'll just go ahead to connect my pattern. But after connecting this, we're still going to alter the sides of this pattern. So what I will do now is to add an extension to the side because I noticed that at the conical effect towards the hemline, it went up a bit, so that extra 1 inch I added was not really enough. So what I'll do is to go ahead to extend by adding a pattern paper. So I'll blend in my darts, and then I'll try to draw out the shape I have there. So I went up by 2 inches here, then I will start connecting this to the side. So from here I added additional 1 inch, and then I'll go ahead to connect, try to like cut out that shape I have there. So if you're not okay with what I have at that point, you can always go ahead to readjust. So this 1 inch I added by the side is not a standard. You can make yours to be more pointy by the side if you feel that this is not okay for what you are working with. So I'll just go ahead to connect this. I went ahead to label my pattern, and the next step is to go ahead to mark the bust darts and also cut out my pattern. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So while cutting now, I'll go ahead to mark my bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. Deduct 15.5 from 17 will give you 1.5. Mark and connect. So I'll just go ahead and blend out my darts while cutting this and cut out the rest of this pattern. So I'll notch the neckline, and this is what I have. Then I'll just go ahead to cut out the rest of this pattern. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So what I'll do is to blend out this side and also mark where I have my bust dart on the other side, because I just want to use it as a guide. But if you're cutting your pattern, since the both sides of the dress is the same shape, you can just use one pattern to cut the two sides. So I'll spread this out now, and we're going to work on the neckline. Place your tape and determine where you want the neckline to stop, and then you connect from this side. So after that, what I'll do is to go ahead to cut this out. After cutting this out now, I'm going to draft out the back pattern of this dress. Now for the back pattern, I've gone ahead to mark out all the basic measurements. This is the zipper allowance. I'm using 1.5. You can use 2 inches if you want. So I marked my chest line just like we did for the front, my shoulder measurement. For the back neckline, I'm using 3 by 1.5 inches. You can use 3 by 1 inch. Now what you need to do is to start marking your dart. You're going to mark it on your shoulder to bust line, shoulder to waist line, and blouse length. Now you're going to place your ruler to draw out a straight line. After doing that, you want to mark the rest of your pattern, which includes your shoulder to bust, waist, and blouse length. Now I'm going to be marking my dart. I'll be making use of a basic dart of 1/2 inch on both sides of my waistline. Then I'll come down by 1 inch here. After coming down, I'll go ahead to connect this all the way up, and I'll also connect at the other side. Now I'll blend my dart all the way towards the lower part of my pattern, because my blouse length is just 5 inches after my waistline. Please, it's not a standard. Please measure your own blouse length. I'll insert my body measurement, which is my bust measurement divided by 4, add my sewing allowance. So just like I said for your sewing allowance, because of the conical hemline, you might not need much sewing allowance. So mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Your dart intake, replace and add your sewing allowance. Mark your hip measurement divided by 4 on your blouse length, and then you're going to add your sewing allowance, then add that extra 1 inch we added when we were marking the hemline of the front pattern. Now go ahead to connect. Another thing you want to do is, if you're not sure of the hemline of the front and the back will match, you can just take the front pattern, that is the side of the front pattern, and place on the side of the back pattern and draw out that conical effect. So you go up by 2 inches here or 2.5. just like how high you want it to be. So I marked that extra 1 inch I added for my own blouse and I connected. Now if this 1 inch is not as pointy enough as you want, please just use 1.5 or 2 inches. Then I'll mark out my chest line. Remember, at the back of this dress the zipper did not get all the way down. I'll mark ½ inch at that point, which I'll be taking up because of we are getting rid of the zipper bulge at the back of this dress. Now I'll come down a bit by ½ or 1 inch so that the zipper will not really show or reveal the upper part of my body. Then I'll cut out. You know, the zipper of this dress ended a bit high, like there's no zipper all the way to the blouse length. So what I'll do is just to go ahead to cut out my pattern. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. So I'll just go ahead to cut this out, cut out the zipper part, and this is what I have after I'm done cutting out. When you sew your zipper, you will have this.